This video is brought to you by Fulfillrite. No matter where you go, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Patreon, GoFundMe, or somewhere else, one thing is clear. Crowdfunding is growing by leaps and bounds. In North America alone, $17.2 billion was generated through crowdfunding campaigns in the year 2020. That's up 33.7% from the year prior. Also in 2020, the middle of a pandemic, almost 6.5 million crowdfunding campaigns were launched. For many startups, the question is no longer should we launch a crowdfunding campaign, but rather where should we launch our crowdfunding campaign? And that's a good question, one that's often answered by defaulting to Kickstarter because it's the most popular crowdfunding platform. But what about Indiegogo? The plain fact is that some products do really well on Kickstarter and others do really well on Indiegogo. Each website has a dedicated community of people willing to back crowdfunding projects. Each website is capable of helping crowdfunders succeed, but some products are just a better match for one platform over the other. Here's how you can make your choice between Kickstarter and Indiegogo. But before we get to that, a quick note. If you need help fulfilling your crowdfunding orders, look no further. We've worked with hundreds of crowdfunding campaigns and would be happy to help you too. Go to fulfillrite.com/open to request a quote today. Link in the description. Alright, back to the show. Kickstarter is increasingly leaning into its artsy side. It is the go-to destination for film and video, music, and games. The figures are staggering. 33,135 music projects funded, 30,110 for film and video, 29,390 for games, 21,481 for art, 20,016 for publishing, and 19,299 for design projects. And if you're launching a board game, we'll make this video really short, choose Kickstarter, period. It is rapidly becoming the de facto publishing house of choice for the industry. This isn't to say that Kickstarter isn't a good place for other types of projects too, but they do have a decisive advantage when it comes to games and art. If Kickstarter is the art student, Indiegogo is the tech geek. Indiegogo is well known for its technology, fitness, outdoor, and home projects. In particular, Indiegogo's equivalent of Kickstarter board games is Indiegogo electric bikes. If you're designing a technical gadget like a laptop or home automation device, Indiegogo is the place to go. Kickstarter is generally a more favorable environment for most kinds of products, with some exceptions where Indiegogo really exceeds. However, there is one major difference between how Kickstarter and Indiegogo distribute funds that may sway your decision. Kickstarter is all or nothing. If you do not reach your goal, you get nothing and your backers spend nothing. It prevents you and your backers from being on the hook if you don't have enough money to actually make the product. Indiegogo, on the other hand, has all or nothing and flexible funding options. In the latter, you can opt to still receive funds even if you only partially meet your goal. This can be very useful in cases where partial funding would still be useful. Kickstarter success rates are higher, but Indiegogo is more open. As many as 37.7% of Kickstarter campaigns succeed. Only 17 to 18% of Indiegogo campaigns do the same. On the surface, this statistic would suggest that using Kickstarter gives you a higher chance of success, and this is largely true, but again heavily dependent on the category of product that you are crowdfunding. Some things on Indiegogo overperform, and some things on Kickstarter underperform. It's important to know which is which. Another thing to consider is that Kickstarter must review each project before it goes live. Indiegogo does not. That means lower quality projects can slip past the Indiegogo radar and pull the average down, but it should also be noted that the lack of curation can scare away backers from Indiegogo. Even with this in mind, it should be noted that while odds of success on Kickstarter are higher, failure on Indiegogo can still result in some partial funding if the flexible funding option is used. That may skew your decision. Kickstarter has no pledge manager. Indiegogo has in demand. Pledge managers help crowdfunders bridge the gap between their campaign and e-commerce. They can do this by using a third-party system like BackerKit or CrowdOx to collect shipping fees, upsell and cross-sell, and take late pledges. Kickstarter has no built-in pledge manager. You are forced to find third-party software. Indiegogo, however, does have a built-in pledge manager. It's called In Demand, and Indiegogo campaigners can seamlessly transition from campaign to pledge manager by using it. The convenience of being able to go straight from campaign to pledge manager is a point for Indiegogo, but it should be noted that it is also possible and in fact common to start a Kickstarter and to transition to Indiegogo in demand after the campaign on Kickstarter is done. Kickstarter and Indiegogo have well-established communities and both can be a great place to launch a crowdfunding campaign. The most important thing to consider is what kind of product am I selling? Games, film, art, publishing, and design do really well on Kickstarter. Technology, fitness, outdoor, and home products do really well on Indiegogo. After considering product category, it's a matter of subtleties. What's more important, higher chances of success or openness? Does flexible funding move the needle? What about the ease of transitioning into a post-campaign pledge manager? These questions will help you determine whether Kickstarter or Indiegogo is right for you and your business. But no matter what you choose, good luck. Let us know if you need any help shipping orders. Fulfillrite is the most trusted name in order fulfillment. Boost customer satisfaction and scale your business faster with a logistics partner that feels like an extension of your team. Services include same-day shipping, real-time order and inventory tracking, dedicated customer service, and volume-based discounts. Go to fulfillrite.com/open to request a quote today, link in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to ring the bell too so you can see videos as soon as they drop. And now a parting question. Have you ever backed a project on Indiegogo? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.